more kids on the road, more novice drivers, and more overall neighborhood traffic. All of that congestion could spell disaster if we're not careful. So what can we do if or when disaster strikes? We have Carter Clay joining us. He's a partner with Hollis, Wright & Clay, and he has the answers for us. Carter, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, and hopefully disaster does not strike. And
exactly.
That's what we're here to talk about today.
We were just talking about you have one going back to college.
That's right.
So many people across our area are living that back to school life right now. They are getting things ready. I think I've been enjoying the lack of cars on the road, the lack of traffic the past few months. We know it's all about to change. So what are some different types of things that your firm handles when it comes to novice drivers, young drivers?
Well, obviously you've got teenage drivers, some of whom just turned 16 over the summer, and this is going to be their first time to go to high school and to be driving. So you see some of those types of accidents occurring. A lot of times though, what we see, the most common types of accidents are going to be carpool related accidents, where you've got a congestion, a lot of cars coming into the school at the same time, either to drop off a child or in the afternoon to pick up a child. So you see a lot of car related accidents. Unfortunately, we also see pedestrian related accidents where cars are hitting pedestrians. During those time periods, you've got coaches and sometimes even some of the children themselves are out there as crossing guards. You've got the teachers and administrators directing traffic. Sometimes we see those individuals getting hit. In fact, just last week, a Vestavia Hills police officer got hit at a professional development event at Vestavia Hills Elementary School. Thankfully, it sounded like non-life-threatening injuries, but he did have to go to the hospital, and so you've just got to be extra careful about those types of issues.
Extra careful because, people can be walking around, especially when you're at school. You have to really pay attention. There's no room for distraction in a situation like that.
Yeah, that's right, and the communication is the key. Some of the tips that we have for school administrators are the carpool lines. Make sure that the parents and the children understand what they're supposed to do, what they're not supposed to do when they're being dropped off and picked up. It's always a good idea to have a system set up where the children are getting out on the curb closest to the school. Obviously, it's unsafe. You don't want children weaving in between cars to get out of their car and get into the school. So those are just some of the types of things that we recommend. Paying extra attention, put the cell phones down. We're obviously hands-free state now, but when you get into that environment, don't even be talking on the phone hands-free. Focus on getting your child into school safely and watching out for those crossing guards and teachers who are directing traffic.
You want to make sure that everyone is able to get home safely,
That's right.
Certainly. Now,
That's right.
What about school buses?
Yeah, school buses, we've seen some tragic incidents involving school buses because most of these school buses, they're operating kind of in more rural areas outside heavily populated areas on county roads and state highways. And a lot of people just don't know how to conduct themselves in or around school buses. They don't realize that if you're behind a school bus and that stop sign comes out on the side of the school bus, not only are you supposed to stop behind them, but also the opposing lanes of travel are supposed to stop. And we've seen just some devastating consequences of children darting out to get on a school bus and darting across the roadway to get back home, excited to get back home, and they get hit by a vehicle on the roadway. And obviously in those situations, some serious injuries, if not deaths, occur.
Of course, always good to pay attention, to know the traffic laws, certainly. What about non-traffic related incidents, injuries?
Yeah, so two of the big things that I wanted to mention are heat stroke related incidents and playground related incidents. So with the heat strokes, especially with football practices occurring before school starts, that is a big issue that the coaches need to be paying attention to. It's always a good idea to have somebody on your staff that has some type of basic medical training that can respond to those situations. There's some catastrophic consequences that can come from that. And also playground related accidents where children are falling off playground equipment. A lot of times during the summer, they will install new equipment. So in those first few days of school, it's critically important to make sure that those children are educated and trained on how to properly use the equipment.
Always, being safety aware, knowing the situation, paying attention as the parents, as the guardians, as the adults in those situations as well. Carter, anything else you want to share this morning?
Well, I just think communication is the key to make sure that the parents understand what they're supposed to do in carpool lines and how their kids are supposed to act on the playground, making sure those coaches are taking care of those young boys that are playing, and just watching out for them and being careful.
Exactly. We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.